So, weiter geht's mit Genshin und ja, es ist Montag, ich habe einen Urlaubstag, morgen auch und ich kann mit Endstory weitermachen, denn ich habe gestern die Archon-Quest beendet. Wuhu. Ich meine, ich hätte auch vorher bitte weitermachen können, aber ja, es hat sich übrigens ja nicht gelohnt, die Archon-Quest zu rushen. Definitiv nicht. Es ist nicht wirklich irgendwie was passiert und ja, ich habe zwar jetzt die Daily Commissions, die ich aber nicht mache, weil ich erstmal Sumero beenden will eigentlich. Und dann habe ich noch die Möglichkeit ja für die Weekly-Dinger eigentlich, wenn ich genug World-Quests gemacht hätte oder genug erkundet hätte. Denn ich bin jetzt ja leider wieder locked darauf, dass ich erstmal Level 2 erreichen muss. Ohne Quests. Das heißt, hat sich was mit gestern Quests machen. Aber gut, was soll's. So. Ich weiß gar nicht, ob die Musik jetzt hier laut genug ist. Ich habe jetzt, die Musik ist trotzdem sauleise, wie ich gerade merke. Okay, sie verstummt gerade auch, aber ja, nö, ich habe extra jetzt gerade die Lautstärke nochmal einen Ticken lauter gemacht im Game. Und müssten vielleicht mal ganz kurz gucken, dass ich. Achso, der ist auch wieder. Okay, der ist auf 20%. Ne, dann passt das. Ne, auf. Was habe ich gestellt? 7 für Stimmen und 6 für Musik. Und habe es für mich einfach leiser gemacht, weil ich fand, dass es in den Videos doch ein bisschen leise wirkte. Aber gut. Vielleicht muss ich auch mal einen Mondstadt oder so testen, weil da die Musik ja eigentlich recht laut ist. Ansonsten habe ich noch ein OBS gerade die Fullscreen Optimizations deaktiviert. Ob das irgendwas bringt? Keine Ahnung, wahrscheinlich nicht. Jetzt gerade hier beim gerade auslaufen wirkt es eigentlich nur schlechter. Okay, das liegt an der Stufe hier, dass es so ruckelig wirkt. Okay, gut. Keep moving ahead. Ach so, ja, stimmt. Irgendwie sollten wir irgendwie die Prinzessin retten und so. Mhm. Von daher, ja. Wäre wieder schön, wenn man auch alternativ einfach Hydro nehmen könnte. Mhm. Ein Brunnen. Uhu. That's Bell Shield of Narcissus. Aha, that name does fit our adventure up till now, huh? This is the center of the world, the castle where the dragon lurks. The tower that imprisons the princess. Sometimes it is the lost ancient city of Yith. Sometimes Arcadia. At times it is even golden Hyperborea. Here many untrodden realms have been conquered. Here many heroes have defeated evil dragons. This is a place that brims with magic and I was never really able to understand it. Children could see through a stone wall. The imaginary griffins that whirled free in distant cloud-filled skies. These four pools hold in different adventures. These four pools hold in different adventure tales, the four seas and sometimes the four cardinal realms of the world. I could not understand these things either, but to accompany the children on their adventures, I played all sorts of roles. Are these more of those suddenly emerging memories? Yes. Anne, are you alright? I don't know, I feel very strange. These memories are so beautiful, but terrifying too. Look, the top, that's more fountain. That is the Holy Blade of Narzissenkreuz. Das ist ein Dull Blade, nur in Rostform? Ich glaube ja. Is it really? It looks kinda cheap. Behold, Paimon, the Holy Blade. Seriously? It's just a shabby wooden sword. I still... With the sword in hand, Paimon bets the kids sure felt like invincible heroes, ready to take to the skies and do battle with their enemies, huh? Appropriately shaped branches and drying poles could also, in the right tale, be the Holy Blade. But one day, a certain woman brought several wooden swords for the children to play with, so that the drying poles would stop being used in fights. And who was that? I do not know. It must have been someone who once lived here. Yeah, it doesn't seem like the kingdom was once a lively place with all sorts of people in it. When you think about it like that, the Holy Blade must have been very important. A normal sword can cleave flesh, but the Holy Blade can cleave spirit and will. As such, even impervious dragons and formless illusions are no match for it. If the story of our adventure team is to reach its end, we will need the blade. Is it really that powerful? It just looks like a cheap wooden sword. Just take its holiness at face value. Sure if you say so, but it doesn't look like we can reach it right now. Let's continue exploring. Maybe we'll find some way to break this magical bubble. Einfach reingreifen. Yeah, let's continue searching for the princess oder so. Gut.
The wind rises.
Dafür, dass ich schon 2 Stunden wach bin oder so, oder eigentlich 3, um genau zu sein, ist meine Stimme noch extrem abgefuckt und weg. Aber gut. Ist mein Wecker gegen 10:15. Und dann um 20 nach 10. Dann um 25 nach 10. Dann um halb 11. Das Ganze ging dann bis ungefähr 11, Viertel nach 11 so weiter. Ich hatte echt immer wieder alle 5 Minuten einen Schlummerwecker gestellt heute. Ist wohl übel. Aber gut.
Squall and Fury.
Nö, keine Kiste. Gut. Irgendwie halte ich davon nicht viel. Lass ich raten, hier ist gleich wieder alles unter Wasser. Oh, guck mal. Jetzt ist das Ding mal an Land. Oh, diese Küche von Thema hier. Ist das ein Kreuz gegen mich so? Das ist not. Das ist eine Wildlife.
That's far enough.
Ja. Ich stelle vielleicht auch dieses Impurge-Spiel bevor. Nö, aber nicht. Das war der erste an Land. You've dealt with them before. Aha.
Unnecessary.
Okay. Und Piu Piu. Hat sich ja wohl gelohnt. Wow. Oh, Bubble Formation. Why would there be Bubble Formation here? Hektogranum out. Aha. Actually, why is the Bubble Formation here too? Was is meant to prevent invaders from kidnapping the princess? Yes, that is the case. Also, we ran into some enemies earlier. Didn't you say that when Princess Lyris gave you her treasure, the tower stagnated, and even Narcissus could not enter? There's a lot of stuff here that doesn't make sense. What's going on? I don't know either. I never thought about what would happen after we entered the tower. Also, this place feels very strange. I don't understand. I should never have been here before, but I find myself recalling feelings, many things. Do you too not feel it? No. Someone doesn't either. Oder Iva, aber nee, Iva klingt dumm. Iva, whatever. Where do you know what place this is, Anne? This was the assembly hall of the Narcissenkreuz Institute. Children who will study here normally. I remember now. It was a lovely place. There was no sunlight, but it was always lively here. Children were all of different dimensions, some of them as different as the two of you. But here they would study together, listen to tales of the Hydra Archon, and to tales older still. Dimensions? Der Fleck noch mal, Philipp. So. I mean that some children were very small, and some were somewhat larger. Hey now, Mama might be small, but she's got a big heart. Anyway, what about the princess? Was she a child too? Will the children hear stories about her? I don't know. Huh. Why does one get the feeling that the story started drifting away from the princess ever since we teleported here? No, this place must have something to do with her. We must be able to find her at the end of this road. She will be happy to see us. Well, you're the local. Paimon trusts you. Sie ist die Prinzessin in Anführungsstrichen, weil sie die kleine Schwester von diesem Elaine war. Irgendwie sowas.
The wind rises.
Wieso ist hier unten eigentlich nie was? Well, that's hanging on. Princess Lyris is still waiting for us at the end of the line. Es lohnt sich voll, hier alle 2 Meter einfach nur kurz zu schießen. Ich hear the sound of a bell. Oh, hier ist sie wirklich ganz leise. Oh, das ist the adventure is coming too close. Princess Lyris. There don't seem to be any paths leading forward. Anyway, let's check. Let's climb and see what's inside the chest. A feather? Why would anyone put feathers in treasure chests? Do you just wake up one day and decide to do that on a whim? Anscheinend. Oh Gott. Ja, es geht schon wieder los. Ich bin wieder so müde wie gestern. Green Feather Accessory. Sometimes this feather has the Accessory? Keine Ahnung. Sometimes this feather has the power to advance a story forward and bring it to an end. Its appearance itself represents a power that transcends the story. Old, yet well preserved. It must have been cherished by many people. Mhm. Okay. So. Ach, und jetzt bin ich... War ich hier vorne schon drinne? Die ganze Zeit? Achso, warte mal, ich bin wieder im Eingangsbereich. Achso. Oder auch nicht. Wir haben uns keine Dizzy. There are so many books here. Is this a library? Wait a minute, is it just that Paimon hasn't fully woken up yet, or is it déjà vu? Haven't these things already happened before? There will be another adventure, another one after that. Another one after that. So even though the princess is waiting for us at the end of this road, it's just a bunch of connected loops with no real end. On the other hand, we'll be able to leave as long as we find the end of the road. Do you have an idea, Onisha? Any thoughts, Anne? Let's go over what we know first then. I'm sorry, I don't know. I don't know anything about what happens after this. Then let's take a stock real quick. Have you noticed anything, Paimon? You're asking Paimon? Hold on a moment. First, the paths have been connected just as they form a ring, right? Oh god. In that case, there'd be no getting out. Except that we are able to get on these paths, so there should be a way off them. There has to be a point from which we can break through. Next we saw that super powerful sword or something. Yes, the Wheel of Narcissenkreuz. Should be a key item in some way. Why do you think that? Well, it looks like a wooden sword, but it was inside a protective barrier. Would all the trouble be necessary if it wasn't important? So Paimon thinks that we need to get that sword. Was there any other notable thing? Paimon can't think of anything at the moment. But that said, this tile sticks out like a sore thumb, doesn't it? Paimon didn't just make that one up, by the way. When we passed this way before, it did feel weird how this tile is not connected to the others and how it has a different pattern. Verzierung, schon mal davon gehört? It could be a trap. That's what I was thinking about as well. Good work, Paimon. Hey, guess I'm just as smart as you are, hey? But you really do have an impressive mind, Paimon. As for me, my head's a mess. I can't get my thoughts straight. Don't beat yourself up too much. You're being assaulted by strange memories in this place. Anyway, let's think of how we can get out of this loop based on the stuff we thought of earlier.
Rest and rebuild.
Naja, war ein Versuch wert.
Let's move out.
Doop-di-doop-di-doo. Zack, wieder entern. Und wieder den gleichen Weg.
Squall and fury.
Leben die wieder? Okay. Open. Achso, mit der Feder oder was? Okay. Diese Färber heißt was? Was sie wiederbekommen oder was? Ja. Java Box Holy Sword. We find God in the Holy Wheel of Narcissenkreuz. Wait, what's this? Das ist ein rot gefärbter Dullblade. Ja, mehr oder weniger. Also ja gut, Holzfarben. Und jetzt
Quit following me.
geht ja nur hier lang. Hier ist auch nichts. Okay. Aber warte mal. Kann ich mit dem Schwert jetzt der einen Plattform zurückgehen? Wahrscheinlich.
Behold!
Oh, es sind zwei Gegner hier.
By royal hold the line.
Hm. Ist schön, dass die Gespräche die gleichen sind. Wie vorher.
That's far enough.
Come on out.
Zack.
Midnight Phantasmagoria.
Okay. Jetzt zumindest richtig anscheinend.
You even want
Mehr
this?
weniger.
Quit following me. Too slow.
Jetzt sind hier zwei, aber die sind ausgeschaltet. Aha. Ganz leise hört man echt eine Glocke auf dem rechten Ohr. Okay. Ja, dem wird
There's
irgendwas
no need to
gequatscht.
exchange
Aber egal.
pleasantries. It's rather pathetic to force a conversation just to occupy silence.
So, und wieder im Hauptraum. Warte. Das war eine andere Tür diesmal, oder? Oh, das ist keine Dizzy. Das ist mal die Box hier. Is this a library? Is this a bookstore? Someone's a tale of adventure to never end. What are you on about, Anisha? You know what? Pone thought that she hadn't fully woken up yet. Haven't these things happened before? But the future of a story is a constant repeat. It will never come. But we must keep moving forward. Yes. Princess Lyris waits at the end of this path. Oh, Palmer knows. Last time we were here, he said, on the other hand, you'll be able to leave as long as you find the end of the road, didn't you? Then there must be a way. Okay. Fällt mir gerade ein, in der Arkham Quest wurden wir auch eiskalt von denen, ja, ich nenne es mal Ozeaniden, missbraucht, um einen Typen umzubringen. Oh. Eigentlich ein netter Twist mal. Du. So. Soll ich jetzt mal wieder hier rechts im Kreis rumgehen oder was? Schwein. Ja gut, jetzt sind sie mittlerweile 3.
The wind rises.
Man sonst irgendwas hier machen, die glaubt nicht. Du. Alle guten Dinge sind 3. Warte, war da was an der Decke? Ah, jetzt war so ein Kerzenleuchter. Oh Gott. Oh Gott.
Oz, rest and rebuild.
Squall and fury. Bow your head.
Zack. Ja, gut, okay. Zack. Zack.
Allow me.
Du.
Behold.
Au. So, Precious Chest.
Take it and have fun. Ja, sind hier 3 von den Wasserdingern.
The wind rises.
Die sind alle schon hier kaputt. Also kaputt, deaktiviert halt. Ging jemand eine Treppe hoch? Hier, Sound of a Bell. Kann ich eigentlich? Okay, das bringt nichts. Ja, packen wir kurz was aus Chest. Und der hier war auch definitiv vorher auf der rechten Seite. Oder nicht? Also irgendwas ändert sich hier schon minimal. Mhm.
Behold!
Zack. Könntest mit hochfahren? Danke. Ich finde die Quest immer noch verwirrend. Und zwar nicht, weil wir jetzt hier in einem Loop rumrennen, aber allgemein. Vielleicht sind wir einfach nur in der Erinnerung von der Ozeanide gefangen. So. Jetzt sind wir wieder auf der Seite. Immer auf der anderen Seite. Mhm.
Squall and Fury!
Haben wir uns keine Dizzy. Der ist so many books hier. Someone wants this tale of adventure to never end. What are you all about, Nisha? You know what? Pam thought that she hadn't fully woken up yet. But haven't these things happened before? But we must keep moving forward. Yes. Because I was right at the end of this path. No one knows. Last time we were here, you said, on the other hand, we'll be able to blah blah blah. And then there must be a way. Jetzt bin ich in der Duo-Variante, die aktiviert das schon. Kann ich irgendwie was mit dem Schwert im Inventar machen? Nö.
The wind rises.
Was ist mit der Tür hier? Was ist, wenn wir den Weg einfach mal rückwärts laufen
Too
würden?
slow.
Wäre das eine Idee? Das wäre eventuell eine Idee. Die. Achso.
Too slow.
Na, jetzt ist es schon alles abgeschlossen hier. Okay. Aha. Jetzt ist hier wirklich gerade nichts mehr. Und das wäre die doppelte Variante. Dupdi-dupdi-du. Tatsache, der Weg hier ist anders. Sound of a bell. Mhm. Hier. Einmal ist keine Tisse, so in den Box hier. Muss ich. Oh. Was ich gerade nicht muss, irgendwas am Bücherregal machen. Someone's just tale to never. Oh ja, aber durch. Aha. Das keep going on, yes. Das ist ein Ding mit dem Zaunfall, dass ich hier mit den Büchern was machen soll. Jetzt ist hier die Dreier-Variante.
Behold!
Sit.
Squall and Fury!
Ja. Okay, wir können mal, du I can see we can find any clue. Hat sie gerade gesagt, ich soll das machen, was ich gesagt habe. Ja, das hat sie gesagt. Ich habe den Text nicht rechtzeitig gelesen. Aber sie hat gesagt, ich soll den Weg gleich mal rückwärts gehen. Habe ich recht? Also so wie ich es gesagt habe. Warte, kam ich nicht gerade durch die Tür raus?
Can't catch me.
Aha. Okay.
Behold!
Oh, das Ding ist verschwunden. Ah, okay. Hätte ich das eher machen können? Enter. Handy holt bitte auf Narzissenkreuz. Habe ich doch schon noch nicht. Hä? Box Holy Sword. Mhm. Das ist verwirrend. Aber okay. Noch ein Schwert. Open. Also reappeared in your hand. Holy Blade of Narzissenkreuz. Jetzt haben wir 2. Das ist der Holy Blade of Narzissenkreuz. Hey, fein, die Holy Blade ist ours. Habe ich es nicht gerade schon eingesammelt? It doesn't look like much, but once its powers are awakened, it will become a destructive and invincible weapon. Außer Unisha. Can you feel its power? Unlimited power. Comes not from this blade. What? Come on, you're time going there. Come to think of it. And you did mention that the Holy Blade was originally a wooden sword that the kids played with. That's right, when the young heroes from the Narzissenkreuz Adventure team would pick this sword up, they would become able to defeat all foes in the tale. Foes, nicht Foes. Well, let's just take a sword, shall we? Who knows, might come in handy later, and if not, we can take it as a souvenir. Wait, das ist jetzt Holy Blade auf Narzissenkreuz. Aha.
Squall Fury!
Oh. Jetzt gibt es sogar einen Weg zurück. Ist hier der Teleport ist aber nicht hier unten, oder? Nee. Open the path onward. Ah. Okay. Das ist der Witz der Sache. Mhm. This is the path that leads downward rather than forward. This is a really long descent. It's so creepy. Don't worry, Anne. Unisha's really reliable and really good with a wind glider too. Und du kannst sowieso fliegen, also von daher. Tauchen kannst du auch quasi, von daher. Wovor hat das Ding Angst? Ah, who knows? You're worried about what might come afterward, right? Well, don't be. Every adventure is not only filled with challenges, but also with unknowns. The most important thing is to come back from completing those challenges and unknowns in one piece and gain something in the end as well. Isn't that right, Nisha? We've come this far, it would be a shame to give up now. True. I believe in you, Knight Unisha and Paimon. You are wise and powerful and you are also kind people. So einen Dungeon gab es auch in Elden Ring. Den habe ich gehasst. You are also kind people. And ding ding ding, we have a winner. In that case, let's go. Ad astra bis hoc, as Catherine always says. Ja. So, Stufe 2. Stufe 3. Aha, und Keller. Teleport Waypoint einloggt, was? Aha. Was ist denn jetzt für ein? Ja, der muss oben sein, oder, der Teleporter? Ja. Warte. Karte? Oh. Feels like something should happen right about now. I feel uneasy too, and I've been frightened ever since we came down here. No need to worry, she will protect us no matter what, right? Of course I will. Hey, come on, you've been dragons, Nisha. Have more faith in yourself. Yes, but even the two of you, I just don't know what we will encounter later. We will take anything as it comes. Komm, jetzt irgendwie so Darkling-Anspielung. Dark Traveler oder so. Still best prepared. Anisha, we might be in for battle with Narcissus. For all we know. Mhm. Ist auf jeden Fall eine Arena. Dragon. They name it Narcissus. Oh, ist das die Ozeanide mit dem richtigen Moveset?
By
Oh.
royal hold the line.
Behold.
Selbst das ist gefährlicher. Oh nein, die ruft trotzdem solche Dinger. Keinen Charge, machen das sein.
I'm out of here.
Zack.
As you wish, mein Fräulein.
Allow me.
The wind
So.
rises.
Aha.
Oz, reveal.
Es ist verwirrend.
That's far. Behold.
Okay. Oh, jetzt kann ich mal normal angreifen. Cool. Oder auch nicht. Das war eine Mischung aus dem guten Kampf und dem schlechten Kampf. So, why did we meet Narcissus in here? According to what we said before, the tower lost its time and thus stagnated. As such, no one could open it or enter it, but the space is not within the tower. He teleported to a different place from the tower. Oh, that's right. Paimon forgot that happened. But if that's the case, the tower, no, it can't be true. The princess should be in the tower. I mean, that was the adventure team's only hope in this dark world. If she isn't, our adventures their meaning, or Petite, Elle, Pichu, and the others. And but we did take out the biggest threat to the kingdom, didn't we? That's a good thing, right? Yes, you're right, Paimon. Thank you. Thank you both. Anyway, the story's not over. Nope, look over there. There's a place we haven't been to before. Maybe we'll find more clues there, huh? Okay. Und schön, dass solche Türen sich nur öffnen, wenn man die Kiste eingesammelt hat. Damit man auch ja den Loot nicht vergisst. Bitte Sicherheitsmechanik. Dupdi-dupdi-du.
And away I go.
Das heißt, jetzt Tonsor ist das hier. Stands to reason there's to be some clues, right? Yes, who knows how long it will take us to look through it all. Mhm. Graver Age Diary. Linking up with Ingold, Guillotine and the rest of the old gang will go some way towards solving the dispersion problem. Das sind wieder die Leute von dem Institut aus diesem einen Unterwasserding, okay. This situation is no place for personal feelings, but what person can lack them completely? I can only hope that they aren't treating my dear old Sponsian too poorly or let it rust in the harbor. And hope my skills haven't rusted away either. I hope all goes well. I still want to watch the dough rise to the sound of play outside the window. I still want to watch them grow into fine adults. Uh-huh. Rubber Age Records decided to incorporate the Institute for Raising Orphans and the Children of Criminals into the public welfare system. Incorporate the Institute of Raising Orphans and the Children of Criminals into the public welfare system. Considering the ruins of a previous civilization upon which it is situated, it shall be named. The seat of director was established in honor of the Hydro Archon's great virtue, and has been taken on by a gentle-natured Oceanid. The title of this director is to be taken up by one who displays exceptional moral quality and ability.
Search forth.
One serving of flour. Was? One serving of flour, one of sugar, one of melted butter, 2 of eggs, a large amount of milk with which to make foam. Are you kidding me? What exactly is a large amount? Remember it well this time. 50 minutes at 100 degrees is not the same as 5 at 540. Schöner Humor, gefällt mir. Sollte man sich merken, diesen Satz. Warte, ich muss noch einen Screenshot machen. Schön. Rubber Age Certificate. This suit will be taken up by Basil Elton. Aha, Elton, wie Elton Trench. Mhm. Former Naval Commander. May her steely... Okay, ja, interessant. May her steely temper be its temper, but family she will establish with these children going forward. What's the thinking? Well, whatever. Might as well have some fun post-retirement. According to the ancient theater and mysterious research hidden here, we believe that the documents and folklore is carved from petrichor. Research team from the Institute of Natural Philosophy holds that. It doesn't seem like there's anything relevant. Let's look over there instead, shall we, Onisha? Ich wollte auf die Karte gerade gucken eigentlich. Das wäre hier mein Teleporter gewesen. Keine Ahnung. Ach, das Ding wahrscheinlich. Read. There's a book here too. A picture book? Huh, it suits you, Paimon. Well, that's because of Paimon's unique sensibility, you know. Picture books just speak to her better. This book gives me a strange feeling. Let Paimon see. A long, long time ago, in a place far, far away, there was once a beautiful and kind princess named Lyris. And yep, she's our main character. I don't want this name. That's not what you said before. Do you wanna read it too, Anne? In that case, Paimon's gonna continue. Ahem. Oh, come on. It's just a story. There's no need to be so fuzzy. Anyway, protagonist needs an antagonist, an evil one, it's that. The evil antagonist, well, that's the dragon Narcissus. So evil is he that the peace-loving people tremble at the sound of his name. Not that he cares about their feelings, so. He sowed destruction across the land with the searing flames he spewed from his mouth. His great wings turn cities to dust, and his burning breath reduced nations to ash. At last, only the princess' realm remained safe. But because the princess worked tirelessly to defend her realm, Narcissus' plot to destroy everything could not succeed. So, Narcissus' story. I'm the evil villain? This is kinda weird. It is not like a storybook, but it feels like it isn't. Onisha? You've got a bigger brain here. You have a look too. Read carefully. Depot weapon unlocked, but What? What is this place? Ja, ist klar. This is the realm Anapausis. Anapausis. End of the Narcissus Gods Act 3. If she no longer... Was? It's like that book we saw in the Institute of Natural Philosophy. Paimon doesn't know, but it feels different somehow. I want to say that the book's concepts were really weird, but it's really not much when compared to this, is it? The world should be like this, not like how it's outside. Children should be able to play under the sun and in the grass without fear of hindrance or harm. This place does feel pretty comfy, yeah. Paimon feels way better than she did back when we were adventuring throughout the kingdom. There was no sunlight there at all. Is that how it is? One mystery follows another. Never mind that, this place really is nice. It's gotta be Princess Lyra's garden, right? Say, Misha, when our adventures are over, why don't we find a place like this to live? We can eat tasty fruits, plant lots of sweet flowers, and we can invite our friends over as guests. We'll all live together happily. What do you say? Sure. Hey, then it's agreed. Then we should focus on helping Anne find the princess first, huh? Hide and seek. Hide and seek. Where did Mary and her friends go? Sounds like someone singing over there. Let's go have a look. Maybe. Mary Ann's Story. Aha. Gut. Ich könnte jetzt weitermachen. Ich könnte aber auch hier einfach jetzt sagen, ich mache einen Cut. Und habe dann halt wieder den Akt separat. Wäre natürlich blöd, wenn der andere Akt jetzt gleich nur irgendwie eine 10 Minuten eine Phase hat oder so. You've arrived at the real Anapausis. Anapausis. Ja, keine Ahnung. Aber ich mache trotzdem den Cut, wenn das nächste, wenn der nächste Akt hier von recht kurz sein sollte, ja, packe ich ihn hinten dran, ansonsten halt nicht. Aber bis dann hier erstmal ciao und bis dann. So, weiter geht's mit Genshin und der Ozeaniden-Quest. Ist das eine Ozeanide? Ich habe keine Ahnung. Weil dieser Ozeaniden-Abkömmling, Anne und so weiter und so fort. Quasi die Open-World-Variante von Endora. Ob die noch, ja gut, die war halt event-exklusiv Endora. Wäre cool, wenn die nochmal irgendwie wieder halbwegs relevant werden würde. Und irgendwie in die Story integriert werden würde. Aber gut. Unwahrscheinlich. Solche halbwegs storylastigen Events müssten echt mal irgendwie nachgereicht werden für Leute, die es noch nicht gespielt haben. Scheint es ja in anderen Gachas zu geben, wie ich gelesen habe. Ich habe spontan irgendwie über, wie hieß das nochmal? Grand Blue Fantasia oder Grand Blue Fantasia was gelesen und da sind alte Events einfach anwählbar. Und ich habe jetzt, glaube ich, gerade meine Brille voll beschmiert. Verdammt. Nö, da gibt's halt, das ist quasi, ja, keine Ahnung. Ich dachte mal, es wäre ein MMO oder so, als im Browser gespielt wird, aber es ist ein Gacha im Browser anscheinend. Ist auch schon, keine Ahnung, weiß wie viele Jahre alt. Und hat ein paar verschiedene Ableger auch schon. Ich habe nur den Anime geguckt damals und fand den ganz nett, aber irgendwie, ja, ist halt so ein Einmal-Ding gewesen, leider. Einmal 12 Folgen, die waren ganz nett und dann hört man nichts mehr davon. Ja, auf jeden Fall, da gibt es quasi extra Menü, wo man Event-Quests auswählen kann und unter bestimmten Bedingungen spielen kann. Wenn man so und so weit in der Story ist, keine Ahnung. Sollte man hier auch machen. So, gut, wir sind in einem schönen kleinen Wald mit einer Lichtung und einem Haus und erfahren vielleicht, was jetzt hier immer Sache ist, weil irgendwie ist es echt konfus, diese Quest. Ich lese es einfach nur vor und denke mir irgendwie so, Die ist halt irgendwie nervig geschrieben, keine Ahnung. Aber gut. Oh, die Sonnenblumen sind aber schön. Und Global Illumination macht das Ganze auch recht schön. Ich weiß gar nicht, wie würde das hier aussehen, wenn ich es ausstellen würde? Will ich das ausstellen? Nee, eigentlich nicht. Das bleibt jetzt so. War das nicht so, dass wenn irgendwie Licht, wenn der Boden grün ist oder so und dann ein Stein drauf liegt, dass dann dieser Stein grünlich wirkt? Wegen der Belichtung? Irgendwie, ich glaube, sowas war das. Finde ich lustig, aber kann ich auch nur sagen, weil ich gestern Abend spontan irgendwie ein Video zur Technik von Tears of the Kingdom gesehen habe. Oh, ein Hundehäuschen. Und da ging es direkt zu Anfang halt um Reflexionen und Global Illumination und irgendwie, ja, ich habe es halt irgendwie dann so verbunden. Weiß noch nicht, ob es jetzt wirklich um Global Illumination ging, aber ich glaube, es war so eine Mischung aus beiden. Und Link ist quasi der Centerpunkt. Wenn Link auf Rasen steht, dann sind Steine, die er anguckt, eher grünlich. Wenn er auf Sand steht, dann sind die Steine auf einmal sandig. Um quasi Leistung zu sparen und nicht jeden Gegenstand einzeln zu berechnen, was die Switch neben dem könnte. Aber so ein PC könnte bestimmt jeden Stein einzeln berechnen, je nachdem, wo er drauf liegt. Hier zum Beispiel ist es dunkel und grün, also wiegen die Steine auch so leicht grün. Könnte schon echt hinkommen. Aber vor allem sehr interessant zu sehen, wie das mit dem Wasser ist. Link ist im Hellen, der See wird hell und leuchtend. Link ist im Dunkeln, See wird dunkel. War ein bisschen merkwürdig, aber okay. So gut, außenrum ist nichts. Auf Richtung Haus. Dubdidu. Blaue Haare, Ozeanidenmädchen. Okay. Hi. Hide and seek, hide and seek. Where did Mary and her friends go? The great sea without borders, to the place from which all lives flow. Lives, whatever. Hey, sehr. Oh, die sieht gut aus. Nehme ich. Oh, hi. I'm sorry, I was just preparing some tea and didn't notice you. Come sit. Snacks will be ready soon. I'm sorry, I was just preparing some tea and didn't notice you. Come sit. Snacks will be... Oh, snacks. Hier ist der Autoskip. Yes, and ours are very good. Ah, but I must say this first. We can only start once the bell rings. It would be quite rude to do otherwise. Where are you from, by the way? Why are you a fascinating combination? Aren't you a lovely young lady, a small little oceanid, and your beautiful floating friend? Hey, Paimon's Paimon, and she's Anisha. Is it just Paimon? Does Anne look unhappy? He might have been reminded of something. Ah, and this is our friend, Anne. Oh my, a fine name indeed. In that case, please call me Mary Ann. Okay. My, what a pleasant surprise. It has been a long time since I've met someone from outside. Where are you from? Well, we are actually Paimon's not true either. We defeated the fell dragon Narcissus, and then we ended up here somehow. The fell dragon Narcissus, you say? It must have been a frightening foe. Did you think so, Nisha? Not really. I've heard that Narcissus had hurt many and has turned many kingdoms to ash. Defeating him was an impressive feat indeed. Oh, so you know about him too? Yeah, great. We are from the Narcissenkreuz kingdom, and we are looking for Princess Lyris. Do you know where we might find her? Princess Lyris, you say? I'm afraid I do not know. But she should be here. Is that the case, Anne? But I have lived here for a long time. Indeed, I have never seen any princess. Perhaps she might be somewhere else. Is that so? But before we came here, we read a book about that princess and how she's beautiful and kind and stuff. I'm afraid. I'm unfamiliar with any such person. On the flip side, you, Nisha, do quite look like a princess from a distant land. Oh, stimmt, irgendwie. You hear the sound of a bell. Is that the bell? Yes, that's the signal for tea time. In the past, the children would throw down their wooden swords the moment they hear this bell, and they would come into the hall to have snacks. They're not here now, but I think it's best to follow the rules all the same. They'd be quite disappointed otherwise, I suspect. Well then, shall we? Don't mind if I do. Hooray, snacks, yeah. You and Paimon enjoy the snacks together. They look very beautiful, but their taste is like pure water. Okay. How were they? Well, they were great. Also, Paimon couldn't really taste them. Are you on a low sugar diet or something, Marianne? My apologies, Paimon. I just made them as I remember them, so I'm not sure if they'll taste all that good. Oh, don't worry about it. At least Paimon's full now. Well, in that case, let me take you all out on a stroll. Doop-de-doo. Ah, da. Wie gesagt, solche Quests müssten eigentlich vertont sein, damit sie wirklich gut sind, aber naja. Jetzt mal kein Dromen. Ah. This is a flower garden that we've painstakingly taken care of. Lovely, isn't it? I've heard Baser say that caring for children is like caring for a flower. You need good soil, sufficient sunlight, frequent watering, and you can't let them grow however they want. Hey, sounds like this basil is pretty smart. In fact, we must get rid of pests from time to time as well. Actually, basil sounds pretty dangerous too. Ah, she's very capable indeed. Making snacks, caring for flowers. Can do it all. It would be nice if I could introduce her to you. I've been caring for the flowers here all this time, in the hopes that some friends might come. I might show them how they have bloomed. And, well, here you are. Well, it's a shame that they aren't in bloom right now, though. Well, we just need to water them. Then they'll be fine. Hide and seek, where did Mary and her friends go? To the halls of a sea-born foam to watch the sunflowers in bloom. Wo auch immer die Gießkanne auf einmal herkommen. The drops of water stain the soil of the garden black. The sunflowers spring from the earth, grow quickly and bloom. Aren't they beautiful? Ja, voll. That was quick. Well, they've been waiting for friends to arrive after all. And with your arrival, they were so excited. All they needed then was a little encouragement, a little rain to get them going. So that's how it is. Nature really is amazing, huh? I suspect this exceeds the realm of amazing. Nature really is amazing. You like them, Anne? They were beautiful, like gleaming gold. I know you would. I love them too, after all. You're from a very, very far away place, aren't you, Anisha? What sort of flowers bloom there? The flowers I wear in my hair. Trägt Eva eigentlich eine Blume in seinem Haar? Ich glaube nicht, oder? I thought those flowers were beautiful the moment I saw you. But I fear that they'll be hard to find now. Unisha? Then let us speak of the flowers. I've always been in Fontaine, and I've never gone elsewhere. That said, a friend of mine has been to Sumeru. I heard from him that there are many flowers that can't be found here. Kaum sitzt wieder am Schreibtisch, geht's hier los. Wo ich gerade kurz im Bett lag, ging's. Those that grow on cliffs, ones that only open at night, some even grow on cacti. Haha, and that's when I realized that there were no cacti in Fontaine, and had to give me a separate explanation. He was always the serious sort, and he was the smartest of us when we were young. Da ist schon wieder ein Fleck auf meiner Brille, verdammte Kacke. So. Present, Paimon, have you seen any special flowers? Monsters, dandelions come to mind. Dandelions, oh, do you have any of the delightful seeds with you? Well, we might. Dandelions, bloom, bloom, bloom. Dandelion seeds can indeed be found on Paimon. Mary Ann happily plants them in the soil. Uh-huh. Ah yes, what sort of flower is a dandelion? I thought you knew. Well, how should we put this? Dandelion flower is made of many tiny white flowers, and these white flowers have seeds on them. Then the wind blows these tiny flowers will scatter along with the wind, and they will take root and sprout elsewhere, eventually making new flowers cool. Huh? Oh, they really are. I didn't know such a flower existed, but I have heard about something similar. Oh, what sort of flower is that? It's not a flower, but it's a story about water. In a certain place there was a peaceful body of water. Later, with disturbance, there came ripples, and droplets appeared in those ripples. Droplets that had life in them. This life left the water and turned into different forms. But though they were all made of water, gulfs opened between them due to these differences. Each show of life was very weak, but each was beautiful in its own way. The dandelions you spoke of, Paimon, reminded me a lot of that story. A flower that was once united as one would be separated, would bloom, and each piece would become itself. A single drop of water is weak and will dry up easily. Together they will be strong, and yet they will no longer be themselves. Is that how it is within dandelions too? Do you think that's a good thing? Paimon doesn't really get it. What do you think, Unisha? They may be weak, but the distance is necessary. Might it be a bad thing for them to unite? People can unite and yet maintain their personhood. Can they really? I think I understand where you're coming from, Unisha. What you're talking about sounds like what happened to Elle, Pichu, and the others. To help us, they melded into one, turning into that big bubble. Yes, I still remember. Well, it might be meaningless to say this now. Let's have a little walk again, shall we? Ah yes, I can take you to see our dog. Oh, you call dog Mary Ann? Yes, he's the silly dog who has always accompanied me, and that's also why he's irgendwas. Ich laufe jetzt einmal ums Haus rum. Cool. Die Runde ist da unten. Warum sind wir hier oben? Achso, hier ist die Treppe. Okay, gut. Wir hätten auch direkt da lang gehen können, aber okay. Paimon doesn't see him, so. Here come when it's feeding time. Since you're my guest, Unisha, please do what? Feed the dog. Okay. Doggy. Noble miss, it is an honor to receive food from you. Pleasure to see you again as well, Miss Mary Ann. Oh, you. Good doggy. Good doggy? But how do you do, dear little miss? Well, thanks for being polite and all, but Anne, what's going on? I don't know, but this can't be Maury. He has always kept me company. Does this mean that we've been wrong all along, but what dogs really look like? I doubt it. Water can take any shape, and life can choose what form it must take. This, however, has nothing to do with its essence. That is a different matter. Ah, didn't Elle say something similarly weird? I have heard something similar said, that the body is a prison that restricts evolution. That person was once a child, like all the others. We have many others heard him tell many stories about how all life was originally formless, like water, and how there were no barriers between souls, thus allowing them to compose and end their story. Many have forsaken their bodies for it, for if water can be withdrawn from blood, so too can will be drawn out from one's form. But if you were to try to sprinkle water on the blackened dust that remains, it will not become blood again. And I remember something, even though I really didn't want to. How much do you remember, Anne? I don't know. There's just this flood of feelings and scenes. Happy words and angry ones, I'm not sure. I understand. You go first, alright? And remember, be a good dog. Understood. See you, Miss Mary Ann. See you, dear guests. Oh, this is bad. The number of things that don't make sense just keeps going up. If we hadn't seen the dog, Pam would have forgotten all that stuff already. Can we say we were going to rescue Princess Lyris? That's right. My apologies, but there is no princess here, only us. Today we were simply fortunate to receive guests. But this is the end of the path. She has to be here. Like Mary Ann said, that's gotta mean that one of you is mistaken, right? Right, Tanisha? Do you really want to hear what I have to say? Anne and Mary Ann. Of course, you've got a bigger brain here, don't you? Paimon, all we experienced so far was just a story. But did we team up with the Narcissenkreuz adventure team to defeat Narcissus' henchmen? Wasn't that real? Think about it for a moment, Paimon. Is there even a Narcissenkreuz kingdom amongst the 7 nations? Nein, aber es gab ein Institut. Huh, you're right, Paimon didn't think of that. So the adventure team, Elle, Pichu, Colonel Kate, Jack, Mori, the 2 of us, and our adventures, they were all just characters in a story? No, that can't be. Paimon can't accept that. Didn't we encounter all kinds of stuff after going through the portal in the tower? There's a lot of stuff here that wouldn't fit if this was just a story. You know, like how there was no Holy Blade mentioned at the start, and how a sealed tower still had monsters and bubble formations inside it. Paimon, I think I understand what Nisha is trying to say. So all the things that happened after we ascended the tower are things outside the realm of the story. Is that right? More accurately, those parts of the story have not yet been written. So, the Holy Blade, Narcissus, these were still inside the story. It's just that they had not been arranged correctly yet. Paimon still finds it hard to imagine anyone who would create such a huge building just for a story. I believe the structure already existed. It's just used as the setting for the story. So that means that the things are recorded along the way were things that happened here before, and I'm just a character in a story. You're not merely a character. The fact that you can think about this means that you can remember it. But if that's the case, who's Anne? I am Anne. I must rescue Princess Lyris. Alright, Nisha, Paimon, and dearest Anne, our time is up. I enjoyed our time together, but I am afraid it is time for you to leave. Why did you have to say it was fiction if you already knew? Bear thought for Anne's feelings, at least. Your visions blurs and you suddenly feel weightless as temperature once warm, blah blah blah. What happened? But shh, there's no need to say anything, Anne. I once heard my best friend tell a story about a beautiful princess trapped in a high tower. Before you arrived, I had a dream. I dreamed that I was a small, brave Oceanid, and we set out to save the princess. Oh, okay. And perhaps there are princesses in this world and dragons too. But I also know that the world's affairs are rarely this simple. Why would a dragon be concerned with a princess after all? Waking up, I would find this dream laughable, yet nostalgic. Every time I thought about it, do you remember now, Anne? No, there has to be some other way. If I can't save Princess Lyris, then what of my birth, my only wish? Do they have no meaning? Don't say that, Anne. Your birth was a beautiful accident. I think that I can only wish for you to live on for your own sake. Go see the world and see how it has changed these past years. I wish for you to have your own soul, memories, personality, and wishes. I wish for you to be the master of your own fate, and to experience all the beauty of the real world. Can you do that for me? It was a pleasure to meet you, Nisha Paimon, and it was my pleasure to meet you too, Anne. But an pause is our tomb. I do not wish for you to linger here. Mary Ann, why are you saying that? We can find a way to help you, can't we? Ah, I sense that you are good-hearted and powerful indeed. Thank you, Paimon and Onisha. I'm just someone who sometimes enjoys dreaming of lovely adventures and wonderful futures. But I know what happened in the past. I already know that there's no going back. In the real world, everything has already ended, so this is farewell. Okay. Wir drängen uns halt. Ich wird rausgespült. Aha. Als ob ich nicht einfach gegen die Strömung schwimmen könnte irgendwie. Mit Hydrokräften. Mhm. Also, jetzt kommen wir wieder random hier an. Aha, aha. And I'm sorry, Natunisha, Paimon. I'd already started to feel that some things were off earlier in the adventure. As you led me off the story's track, I started to understand and recall some things. But I still want to rescue Princess Lyris, whatever. That is the reason for which I was born. I want to save her and bring the story to a happy end. I mean, I don't even know who she is. I only know that she is a gentle, lovely princess trapped due to Narcissus' invasion. Don't worry, Anne. At least we had fun while traveling with the adventure team, right? Monisha, did you know that things will turn out this way? No, I thought we could help Anne. Oh. Well, if that's the case, we can still help Anne. Huh? I didn't understand anything Mary Ann said there at the end. Did you, Anne? I did sort of. I could sense that she was speaking of something terrible that happened in the past. Well, I feel that that's unfair, not just to you, Anne, but to us too. That's why we want to find out what happened, at least. If we do, we can come up with some sort of plan. Whether it be saving the princess or figuring out what happened, what Mary Ann said. Or whatever, we just want to help you. Anne, isn't that right, Onisha? This story isn't over, Anne. We'll find a way. Okay. Still, if this is all just a theory, then there's one thing one doesn't get. What role do we play, Onisha? I can't be sure, but I think we are most likely undefined factors, an accident. And that's why we can bring this story to an end. Ah, Paimon gets it, so that's why Anne found us and brought us into the story. You might not have thought about it, Anne, but since we've been able to knock this story off, of course, that means that we've opened all sorts of unknown possibilities, isn't that right, Onisha? You could say that. Sunspin Crystal? Yeah. Thank you, Nisha. Night, Nisha. Thank you, Paimon. That's why we also need your help, Anne. And since we need to continue our adventure, can you think of anything that could help us figure out what to do next? Let me think. My memories contain a place known as the Narcissenkreuz Order. This place appears to have very deep connections to past events. That's true, Narcissenkreuz Kingdom Adventure Team. Yeah, they seem connected, alright. Do you have any idea where this order might be? No. Oh, that's right. We're very experienced adventurers. If you need it found, we'll find it. Complete. If she is no longer Anne in Wonderland. Aha. Okay, Quest ist zu Ende. 24 Minuten. Ja, ich denke mal, schneide ich noch an das andere Video ran, was 40 Minuten ging.
Unnecessary.
Kein Bock jetzt dafür extra ein Thumbnail anzufertigen. Pack ich dann einfach in ein Video rein. Vielleicht schneide ich es auch mit dem anderen zusammen, habe ich einen Stimmt, das ist auch wieder so eine 2-Stunden-Quest gewesen. Aber halt special-mäßig. Und laut dem Fontaine-Ding der Teleporter ist oben, oder? Muss eigentlich, ja. Laut dem Steambird-Ding hier wissen wir ja eigentlich auch, dass das erste Prolog für Ends Quest 3 war. Also weiß ich zumindest schon, weil ich jetzt nach Archon Quest das gemacht habe und geguckt habe und es rein zufällig gelesen habe, aber in dem Moment jetzt House Reputation, Court of Blah, zack, Fontaine Quest, End Story Prolog. Ja. So. 1% Exploration gab es dafür. Eine Stunde 1% oder was? Naja gut, viel war ja und noch nicht. Gut, ja, dann wie gesagt, würde ich das mit dem anderen von gerade eben zusammenschneiden. Vielleicht auch mit den anderen beiden Hälften von gestern, oder wann das war. Ich glaube, gestern war das. Und dann mal gucken. Ja, Linus Quest kann ich nachher irgendwann machen, vielleicht noch, oder heute Abend oder so. Mal gucken. Vielleicht auch morgen. Und dann, was bleibt mir dann noch? Dann bleibt mir eigentlich gerade nicht mehr viel. Ich könnte jetzt ja noch einfach weiter erkunden gehen, aber das mache ich gleich, glaube ich, nach dem Cut dann erst. Dann habe ich noch meinen Seehund und die Inazuma-Katze und so weiter. Gut, ja, dann mache ich erstmal Schluss und sage ciao und bis dann. Und so weiter und so fort.